Hey, what's up, YouTube? Y'all gonna get me in trouble with this one today. How getting in shape affects your relationship. Fellas, it's gonna affect your relationship in two different ways. Either it's gonna make it better or it's gonna fucking make it worse. And that's just the only way you can put it, bro. Like, getting in shape opens your eyes to so much more shit that you never thought you'd see. It's like seeing a color for the first time. It's almost like getting high for the first time and you feeling things differently. You know, it's completely different. Weed, of course, not that other shit that some of y'all be into, but you know, hey, whatever tickles your pickle and floats your boat. So getting in shape gonna change your relationship because it's not only gonna make you better, not just in the physical aspect, but more so the spiritual and your mental. Certain things ain't gonna bother you no more. You're not gonna worry about who she texting. You ain't gonna worry about where she went, who she calling. You're not gonna worry about any of that shit because your insecurities go far the fuck away when you look in the mirror and be like, yo, I'm him. You know, she fuck around and leave this, that's on her. Especially when you operate in the better version of yourself. When you operate in the best version of yourself, my man, you focus on your bread, you focus on stacking your bread, you focus on your fucking purpose. And all of that starts from when you waking up in the morning, going to outwork everybody before they fucking wake up to come outwork you, right? That's why I have no problem getting up so early because I know deep down that drives me to know that I outworked 90% of the fucking population. And that's cool with me because I have a different level of respect for everybody else that's in that motherfucker with me too. No issue there. But getting in shape and staying in shape shows your significant other a couple things. It shows you accountable. You know, it shows you got discipline. And the biggest one, it shows you gonna keep those promises to yourself. So if you showing discipline, that means you can properly lead. You know, if you keeping those promises to yourself, that means you're gonna keep your word to your woman. And if you accountable and you can acknowledge, yo, I fucked this up, your level of accountability gonna go through the roof, and then your significant other gonna be like, damn, who is this dude? I can truly say I was never accountable like that. I always deflected. I always projected. I was never really leading properly because I was a fat motherfucker who only focused on the work. That was my crutch to keeping the power that I had, was the fact that I was highly educated and I am making a bunch of money, right? That was my leverage in any relationship that I was a part of, right? And if I didn't have the leverage of having more power, I tend to learn from the motherfucker who did, right? So when you in a relationship, marriage, or domestic partnership, right, and you come into it already a big guy or out of shape, your significant other and or your children, they only know that side of you. They only know this motherfucker who's overweight, out of shape, can't stay on his feet long, always complaining about shit, you know, just unhappy with life, right? I've seen motherfuckers like that. You know what I mean? Like, they dive so deep into their work because that's what they make it. That's all they got, right? Not realizing the beautiful shit that they have over here because they too busy compensating for being a fat body, for being overweight and obese. Well, at least I'm making my money. Yeah, that money and shit gonna come and go. That's just material. But that family and your significant other, they gonna be there as long as you nurturing them the correct way, right? So whenever you decide to pick up the weights and you eating right, yeah, your lady gonna notice. And she gonna, most women like, oh, well, women pick up on patterns like nobody else. That's why, fellas, if you don't know this, it's a lot easier for your woman to cheat on you and you'll never pick up because she don't change her fucking habits. She will literally tell her side dude, hey, I'm about to come to your house. I need you to get this and this and this from the grocery store. So she'll be gone for 30, 45 minutes, go get her brains beat out, grab the groceries and come back and you never not even knowing. I'm privy to a lot of this shit. I mean, I've seen group chats from my homeboys to say, man, look what this bitch done did. I done seen it all. But once again, you can't hold every woman to that same standard. However, if you're not properly leading yourself and doing the shit that you need to do, you gonna fuck all of that up. But I digress, right? Women don't change their patterns, but women can spot patterns in you. So change it for the better. You know what? Don't talk about it. Just let her know, hey, look, baby, I'm gonna go to the grocery store. I'm gonna get these things. Can you help me cook them? You know what I mean? Make her a part of your journey, right? Don't talk about it because when you talk about it and you slip up, that's going to be her slowly losing respect for you. Fellas, I can't even mention how many times my wife had saw me fucking eat healthy for like a week, meal prep for me, but then come home, I still got food in the bag because I done got some fucking Whataburger or eating with the guys at the desk or in the finance office, you know what I mean? Like, that can demoralize somebody. Like, motherfucker, I'm helping you trying to get to where you got to go, or at least where you say you want to go, but you ain't putting in the work, right? So don't talk about what you want to do. Like I said in my other video, guys, just shut the fuck up and execute, because you have nothing to fall back on if you look up in 6 months and you still look like the same fucking bag of Kool-Aid that you did whenever you first started, because you thought you was going to do right. You thought you was going to eat good every day and shit. I'm not saying that you can't do it. I'm just saying don't talk about it, just be about it, right? Because when your significant other see you changing, if she see you eating the food every day, if she see you going to the gym every morning before you go to work, if she see you continually doing these things, one or two things gonna happen. Either she gonna join you or she gonna start taking you more serious because she see that you taking yourself serious. Basic biology. This man is taking care of himself, right? And because he's taking care of himself, that's when a woman gonna go in and reassess some shit. Not necessarily who he trying to look good for, but if you start going to the gym all of a sudden and you ain't got shit to show for it, her antenna's gonna go up and she gonna think you out there doing some shit you ain't got no business doing. Cause like I said, nobody's gonna pick up on a pattern better than a fucking woman. And nobody ain't gonna pick up on a scent better than the fucking hound. They one and the same. They know what they know and they see it, right? They're better than us at certain things, and you gotta embrace that because that's just fucking nature, right? I've been teaching my son, like, even if she crying, she could still be lying, right? I'm preparing him for that shit one day, because one day he gonna catch somebody doing some shit and the waterworks gonna come. And he just gotta be man enough to be like, you know what? Fuck it. I ain't gonna give that energy. I'm fucking walking away. He's gotta be able to do that. I digress, right? However, whenever you in a relationship and you decide to get in shape, don't try to force everything on your girl or your kids. Guys, when I went home in April, I don't eat fried food like that. I might eat it once every 6 months, but I don't eat fried food like that. Instead of making my family the fried chicken like I was supposed to, I fucking coated and put it in the air fryer because that's how I would have ate it. None of that shit got ate because they don't eat like how I eat. But I projected that onto them because I was like, oh shit, you know, I'm cooking this. Maybe they'll like it too because I know I fucking smash it. You have to truly be mindful of leading the right way. It's not wrong with wanting your family to eat healthy, but they got to see you do it first because you are the example. I was the example, right? So it was easier for my son to eat like shit because he saw me eating like shit. But when he see me now, it's like, okay, Dad, when you come home, I'm going to the gym every day with you. All right, bet, bring your little ass. We gonna get it in and we gonna eat right. We gonna walk. We gonna do all these different things. But I ain't got to talk about it because he know I'm going to be about it because that's who I am now, right? Whenever your spouse also see you getting in shape, it's going to intensify her level of competition, you know, because you're going to be buying tighter clothes. You're going to be wearing stuff that make you look good. You're going to be wearing stuff that make you show your figure. I can't lie. I love this fucking shirt. Wraps around the arms, shows off the shoulders, broad as they are, and the waist thin than like smaller than the motherfucker. What, 32-inch waist now, right? Shoulders out doing the waist, so the V taper is nice. You're gonna want to wear clothes that's gonna show off your physique. Me, I don't mind doing it, but I still prefer to wear a slightly bigger shirt. That's just me. But on days like this when it's hot, nah, y'all gonna see all of this. And ain't shit you can do about it, right? Your woman is gonna see other women looking at you when you walk by. Your woman gonna see other women possibly reaching out to you more on social media, depending on, you know, what if y'all next to each other when you open your shit. I ain't saying you're doing nothing wrong, but not only is she gonna like that, but she's also going to enjoy the shit because now other people want what she have. Basic biology. No woman want a man that another woman don't. It's what it is, right? So as you starting to look good and feel good, you really got to be journaling, bro. You really got to be reading because if you get super attractive to where you don't know how to handle all this attention, you going to fuck up and you going to risk losing everything and risk losing more in court, depending on the state that you live in. Texas is a little bit different than most, but I'm telling you, man, when you get in shape, it could affect your relationship, for the better or for the worse. I would always hope and pray that it affect your marriage or your relationship for the better, because if she see you putting in work, maybe she want to go put in work too and get her body right, and not to say that she want to do it to leave, but if she see you leading, she's going to follow. Maybe working out ain't her thing. Maybe she like the way she look, but you got to feel good in your own skin. And if your woman don't encourage you being the best version of yourself, I promise you it's probably this. You a fat body. She like you being a fat body because you're going to do whatever she tell you to do. And whenever you do whatever she tell you to do, you're going to give her the best that you got, right? That's psychology. She's keeping you where you are because she's comfortable with who you are, right? Whenever you get in shape, your voice change, your aura change, your standards raise. The shit that you tolerate go out the window. So if she used to you at 300 pounds, 290 pounds, 280 pounds, and you jump when she tell you to do something, or, you real kind and you kind of shy away from conflict because you don't want to piss her off, you getting down to 170, 185, shredded, you got a sense of yourself, you know yourself, you love yourself, you know what you're not going to tolerate and deal with. That's not the type of man she wants to work with, because she went from being in charge and being in control to leading the relationship or the marriage. Now she got this guy who ain't gonna let her lead shit. She got to go by the beat of his drum, because now that his mind is clear, now that he's gotten the relationship with himself that he so desperately needed, now that he's got a relationship with God, if that's the route that you choose to go as well, which I hope you do, and now that you're chasing your purpose and she's not your whole world, she's just a part of it, that's going to shock her nervous system, because now she can't control you. And now that's when her insecurities are triggered. Oh shit. Now you just did all this so you can kick me to the curb. I'm like, nah, that's not it, baby. I did this because I needed to be the best version of me. And it seems like to me, the best version of me isn't compatible with the version that you are now, right? So let's work on that. Let's do something together to where we find the best version of ourselves and we get to know each other again so that we can be the best together. Some women ain't going to do that, because I can be honest, there's not a lot of ladies who like that A word, not anal, but accountability. And I'm not here to talk about that. That's a whole nother show for a whole nother day. However, I will say, watch and have the discernment that you need to make the right decisions moving forward. I'm always going to own my fuck ups and mistakes. I know what I did. And I know deep down in my heart, the person that I am now was the man I should have been years and years ago, but it wasn't my time. Now is my time. Now is the time for me to get the shit together. Now is the time for me to start making the best decisions that's going to set things up the right way. My man, it's going to happen to you. It's just going to be when you ready to put down that fork. It's going to be ready when you fucking go into the description and book a call with me so you can apply and see if I got the time to help you. If I ain't got the time to help you, it ain't going to be because I don't want to. It's going to be because you're not ready. And I don't want you wasting my time, and I won't waste yours. If you cool being a fat body, bruh, have at it. Because one day you're going to look up and your life ain't going to be the same. It's going to break your heart when your wife slip up and something pop up on her phone and you just in shock. How could she do this? Because look at you, my guy. Look at you. Your titties are bigger than hers. You got jelly rolls coming off the side of your back that make you look like a fucking chocolate or vanilla ice cream cone, bro. But then she got this Thundercat over here, probably the same age as you, but look younger. Or got a younger cat that's in great shape that can go. And I'm telling you, my guy, when you get in better shape, your stamina gets better, man. Hit them wind sprints, walk up that hill. It's going to translate in other areas of your life. So don't be shocked when your life go to shit because you're not trying to better it. I know a motherfucker right now got diabetes, still not trying to get right. Fuck taking that shot, bro. Bro, I used to sleep with a fucking CPAP. Straight up. I used to sleep with a CPAP because I used to snore so bad, wake up with headaches, I had so much fat around my face and my neck. I literally do not look like the same person that I did a year ago, right? My face was inflamed because of the fat, had discolorations in my face. I was probably pre-diabetic and didn't even fucking know it. But I wasn't finna wait to find out. I had to get my shit together. And on this journey, I had to do it alone. Because like I said, my lady didn't want to be with me no more. So I had to do a lot of this shit on my own, bro. On my own. And all I had was those fucking weights. That's it. I had the weights. I had my sense of control. And my sense of control allowed me to control what I ate. Going by a meal plan. Weighing my food. Taking this shit seriously. And guys, It may sound stupid. I can't eat the same food every day. It's just nasty. I can't eat the same food. And that's why you're going to look like that, big fella, because you don't have the discipline to make it easy. Bro, I'm not saying you got to do this for the rest of your life. I'm just saying you need to make it a habit for a really, really long time. So you have buffer. My God, you get down to 10, 11% body fat. Just don't get above fucking 13 to where you can't see your abs no more. Oh, you see your shit slipping? Bro, tighten up. Me, I'm not going to go that route because I like the way I feel. I like the way I look without a fucking shirt on. I definitely like the way I look when I'm fucking naked. My legs getting fucking vascular as shit. My thighs got veins in my thighs and all type of shit. Bro, it is a good fucking feeling. You just got to get there. And you can get there. So take all that with this, man. Make life a little bit easier for yourself. Be discomfortable for 9-10 months, bro. Uncomfortable. I'm sorry. I am making up words today, and I enjoy that shit. But be uncomfortable for the next 12 months because time gonna pass anyway. And when you look up, June 29th of 2027, either you gonna still look like that, or you gonna look like, damn. You know what I mean? Like, you really, really want your woman to keep her hands on you. You really, really want your woman to just desire you and want you and adore you. There is nothing sexier than your woman acting like she mad at you and then come up and start touching on you because you know what she want. And then you give it to her. You know what I mean? Like, bro, chase that feeling. Because once you in shape, everything else fixes itself, man. And I'm not saying like, oh, just get in shape and you can become a millionaire. No, you get in shape, you're going to have the mindset that I can become a millionaire and ain't nothing going to stop me. Because look at what you were able to do. Guys, 315 to 195. Guys, I promise you, it's one of the biggest accomplishments I had in my life. And I'm not done. I ain't going to start reversing back up to about 210 until I hit 185. And I'm going to maintain that for about 4 weeks. Because I really want the ab definition and the back definition that I want. I'm not worried about the scale no more. I'm just worried about the mirror. And as the mirror continues to look good, I know I'm fucking looking good. And then I shift the goal. And then from there, once I got the body that I've dreamed of, all right, cool. It's football season. All right, it's time to live heavy and eat more calories. Oh shit, it's January. It's time to start cutting this shit off. It's time to start getting it off. I got 90 days, 12 weeks to get probably 5 or 6 pounds of body fat off, so where you heavy, but you light and you look good. You know what I mean? So I have my path laid out. I just got to execute it, and I will, because I love the new me. I love the new model body, I love the body that I'm in, and I had to work hard for it. But don't let your new body dictate how your relationship go, because I'm telling you, you're going to have so much more self-respect. You're not going to deal with the bullshit. You damn near going to be insulted if she cooks some shit you can't fucking eat. That's just the way it is. Oh, I made all this for you, baby. I don't fucking want that. I got my meals prepped. I wouldn't say you say it like that. Oh, you know what, baby? I'm not going to eat that. I already have my meals prepped for the week, and I don't want to waste my money. I don't want them to spoil, so this is what I'm going to eat. But I appreciate you making this glorious meal. Thank you. Take yourself seriously. She going to take you seriously. And when she take you seriously, she ain't going to have no choice but to let you lead. No matter what you did, bro, if she willing to allow you to change and grow, you will be the best version of yourself, and you'll be a great leader to your tribe. I'm going to leave y'all with this. I was watching something on YouTube probably about a month ago, and this lady asked the serial killer and the molester, what made you pick the children to go after? He said, I would look at the dad. If the dad was fat and out of shape and couldn't look, and I look like I can take him, I'd take those kids. But if he was in shape and he looked like he can defend himself and them, and I didn't stand a chance, I just let him be. That hit me deep because I got children, and if anybody think like that of my children, they got to see me. But I think they'll see me in a different light now because, for one, you're not going to just run off. I'm going to hawk you down. Can't hawk nobody down at 315 pounds. You're going to get a cool 20 yards and just be out of breath. Now I can run after you. And when I get a hold of you, I got you. And when I got you, that's it. I do anything to protect mine. Hell, I do anything to protect anybody else's kid who got a dad that's too fat to run after somebody who snatched them up. That's what it is now. That's something a lot of people don't want to talk about, is what happens in the relationships when one of y'all get in shape. But it needed to be said. And I'm gonna tell you, fellas, that's gonna come with a lot of fucking discipline. It's gonna come with a lot of accountability, and you gotta control that gluttony, which gonna help you control that lust. Cause women gonna come. Women gonna make themselves predictable. Your wife and your girl ain't stupid. They know they out there. So the more you can control your gluttony, you'll be able to control that lust, and you'll keep everything on the right track. I want you to enjoy this message because that was one of the realest one I gave you. And we ain't done. We got more to talk about. But until then, don't play them fucking away games.